This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Here's something I've forgotten about. Arn, what was your reaction to Scott Steiner bringing out a tiger during his entrance? Comes to us from Jason.
A tiger?
Yeah, it happened in WCW. I kind of forgot about it, but it was probably 2000 or 2001. He walked a goddamn tiger to the ring. It just feels like it shouldn't have happened, but it did.
I could not have been there that night.
Yeah, I think you would remember that.
For whatever reason, there's a lot of stuff I've forgotten because of just mass implosion of stuff that happened during, those last few years. But walking a tiger I would have remembered that. I wonder if he threatened the tiger before they went out to behave.
Oh, I'm sure that tiger knew to mind his P's and Q's.
Or to not, if knowing Scotty Steiner, he threatened him and said, you better not behave. Yeah. Sounds a little more realistic.
Michael wants to know, did Arn ever take a Frankensteiner from Scott? And if not,
all the time.
Were you nervous about it? A lot of guys took it wrong and it didn't always look pretty.
No, I wasn't. I never had an issue with the Steiners ever. I enjoyed the physical part of the match. Those guys were, very gracious in the fact that I think I had more knowledge than they did at that time, and that I was geared into getting them over.
Right.
I'm sure they never went to the ring and thought, well, is this guy gonna, try to, undercut me? Is he gonna try to avoid this or avoid that? Man, I was there to make him look like Godzilla, and that's what I did every time. That was one of the moves that did not bother me whatsoever because he had it down. And at that time, for a guy his size, pretty impressive.
Big Extra wants to know, hey, Arn, any good stories about the Powers of Pain? Most fans say they were a Legion of Doom ripoff, but I was in awe of them as a kid, especially how athletic the Barbarian was and how strong Warlord was back in JCP.
Well, if you would have walked in Gold's Gym over on South Boulevard during the middle of that angle with the Road Warriors and Barb and Warlord, you wouldn't have said they were a ripoff of anything, because I just happened to come in that afternoon to work out, and the timing of coming in was Barb and Warlord were doing inclines. Now, they had 535 pounds on the incline. And I'm not talking about the Smith machine. I'm talking about incline.
Right.
And they're banging out 4 or 5 reps. And I mean strict. And for people that work out know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a balance issue, inclines are just it's a tough exercise. And those guys I just had timed it where they were, getting towards the end of their workout, and it was something to behold. Trust me.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.